Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in rainy Calgary, Alberta. We're getting some rain. It's coming straight down, and it is a kind of a refreshing rain, right? It's going to cleanse everything up outside, and hopefully, it'll be good. I don't like driving in the heavy rain, but it's not too bad. We need it. Our ground is super dry. How are you doing? If you're joining me, I'd love to know where you're joining me from. It's really fun to see all the people join me from all over the world. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Hello, Mary from Montana, Mary Ellen. Thank you for joining me. I am so excited. I love Fun Fold Friday. It is Friday, September 20th, is my baby sister's birthday. Big shout out to Melissa if you're watching. Happy birthday. She is my baby sister. I was so excited when I was 9 years old and my other sister Barb was 7. Mom and Dad, I specifically remember them telling us that they were having another baby. And we were like 9 and 7. I mean, little girls, we're getting a doll. We're getting a doll. Mom and Dad are having a baby. We're going to have this doll that we're going to be able to dress up and play with. And that's the mindset of a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old, right? So I remember this day very, very well when Mom had her and brought her home. And she had this little outfit on her. It was like a little onesie with a hood, and it was like a bunny. She looked like a little baby bunny, like it was little bunny ears, and there was even a little bunny tail. I think it was pink, if I remember. Anyway, that's where my mind is today. I'm super excited for her and hope she has a wonderful day all the way across Canada. She lives in St. John's, Newfoundland. She is a sterilization technician at the hospital. So I hope you have a fantastic day, my sister. Okay, so it is Friday, and I've got my coffee, and I'm going to play with another card. I mean, I can't stop playing with this bundle. I'm talking about the More Than Autumn bundle. Oh my goodness, this bundle is amazing. One of my favorites, longtime favorite. I'm going to be celebrating my anniversary on October 4th, which is coming up real quick in a couple of weeks, and it's going to be my 22nd anniversary, and I don't think I've ever seen a bundle that's been quite like this one, right? More Than Autumn. It has all the words, all the stamps. It is phenomenal, and you guys have chimed in and shared with me your love of this bundle as well, so I can't wait to share this Fun Fold card with you. Let's get ready here and start. Okay, so hello everyone. Hi. I hope I have a good connection. Hello, Carrie from Colorado. Thank you for being here. I think I might be missing some of your comments, but keep commenting away. I will come back to read them. Hello, Donna. Hi, Betty. Colleen says, catching you live for, excuse me, for a change. I hear that from people. Please check your notifications with Facebook. I'm not quite sure how that works with them. Why some people can't find me live. I'm here, alive and kicking, thankfully. And hopefully you're catching me live. If not, if you're watching this replay, either here or my upload to YouTube, thank you for watching. I appreciate that so much. And I love your comments, and I want to just welcome you today. A warm welcome on this cold, drizzly day here in Calgary. All right, let's flip the camera and get started. And let's see. I'm just going to keep an eye on the screen every now and then, make sure that I am still live. Fun Fold Friday is like one of my favorite days. It is my favorite day of the week, right? Because I love when a card is different. It opens a different way, it folds a different way, and it brings delight to the person that's receiving it and opens it, right? So let's flip the camera and stay tuned to the end of this video, because I'll be sharing with you all 5 cards that I've done all week long. Thanks for the love, you guys. I see your hearts floating up. I'll be sharing with you all 5 cards, and I want to share with you the inspiration in case you've missed any of my videos this week. All right, here we go. We're going to flip the camera now and point you down at my work surface. All right, okay. There's my cold, rainy, it's not really cold, I don't think. I'm saying cold, but whoops, back to me again. I don't think it's really that cold out. It's just wet, right? Wet and drizzly. All right, let's raise up a little bit here, and I've got my pieces ready to go on my table. And let's tilt my camera a little bit so you can get a better view of my work surface. And we're gonna get started. Okay, so we are going to be using, I've got all my pieces here. These are the pieces that you're going to get in your card kit this week for the Friday card. When you place your minimum order by midnight on Sunday, the 22nd of September, this code right up here from Canada, anyone in Canada can order with me. I love all my viewers from around the world, but it is a Stampin' Up! Rule that only Canadians can order from me. You can only purchase in your own country. So if you're watching me from another country and you're wondering, how do I get these products? Go to stampinup.com. The top left-hand corner, click the drop-down arrow for the country and see if Stampin' Up! Is in your country, right? Because we are in many different countries. Alrighty, let's get started here. Hello, Taryn. Hi, Jody. Hello, Pat from Edmonton. Hello, Janet. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Jenny from Red Deer. Hello, Sharon. Hi, Esther. Hi, Tanya. Hello, Barbara from Winnipeg. Hello, Jody from Hope Mills, North Carolina. Hello, Kathy. You're busy making chocolate chip cookies. Yummy. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Bonnie. Hello, Anne. Hi, Krista. It's cool on the East Coast, too. Okay, wow. Okay. Everybody's saying yum. Good morning, Linda. Hi, Elaine. You missed me yesterday. Oh, yeah. I hope I'm doing well. Thank you for the well wishes. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Hello, Marie. Same fun as creating it and sending it. Yes, exactly. We get the best of both worlds when we get to create something with our hands and then you send it off and it's like, oh my goodness, right? The person receives it in the mail and I'm sure they are just, it's like getting a hug in the mail, right? That's truly what it's like. Okay, so we're going to start off. I'm using Cherry Cobbler today, and this is 4 1/4 by 11, scored in the middle at 5 1/2. Easy peasy for our card base. All right, so let's get my bone folder out and reinforce that score line. What else do we have for our pieces? We have a piece of basic white 4 by 5 1/4. We have a piece of the Iconic Celebrations paper, that 6 by 6 pack of paper. Oh my goodness, don't miss it, guys. It is fabulous. It has a lot of different patterns. Here's a full package here. Maybe I'll just open it up. I know I've shown you several times on camera, but let's just pull out, actually this one's open. Let's pull out the different ones. So you're going to be able to make a ton of cards using this pack of paper. Let me just do a little quick flip through. Look at the candy canes. You can totally use that with this one. There's hearts and champagne glasses, acorns. We're going to play with this plaid pattern today, so that's what I'm using. We've got Cajun craze with leaves. We've got mossy meadow stripes, candles, fireworks, trees, snowflakes, pumpkins, plaids. Oh my gosh. Doves, stars, so many things, more stripes and speckles or confetti, and then pecan pie with the trees and some more stars. Like, this is an awesome little pack of paper. If you haven't picked up a pack of this yet, add it to your wish list. The item code is 164193. It's called Iconic Celebration. So you're going to get a piece in your kit this week that looks like this. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm also giving you the other little piece that I cut off the bottom. We're going to use that on the inside of the card. So you're going to get these this week in your kit. What else do I have pre-cut here? I've got a piece of Cherry Cobbler, and it measures 4 by, let me just measure that. This will all be on my blog. I am behind because it's been a gong show week, but I will get this up. It measures 4 by 2, and it's scored at 1, 2, and 3. Okay, super easy. It's just this little, it's going to make a little cube just like that. Okay, so you're going to get that all pre-cut and scored. You're going to get another little piece like this, which is 2 by 1, 1 by 2, and it's scored in half. Okay, so you're going to get that. You're also going to get some scrap. Now, when you get your kits from me and you get a scrap piece with the corner trimmed like this one, that means you have to do some die cutting and stamping, whatever. This is your scrap, okay? And you're also going to get an equal size piece in Mossy Meadow. So both of those, you're going to get a small piece of Cherry Cobbler with the corner chopped off for your scrap. And you're going to get this awesome die. It's one of my favorite new dies from Greetings of the Season. Now, if you don't have this bundle, oh my goodness, you guys, you've got a lot going on with this bundle. There's the item code. You can screen capture this. It's 164113. In Canada, this bundle is $70, but it packs a punch. You're going to be able to do cards. You're going to be able to do your Christmas tags. It's got to and from here. Like all kinds of different combinations of these words, and I love the different fonts. Let me open this up and show you why I fell in love with this one. I've got some stuff already stuck in here that I've used already. You're going to get the set of 9 dies that are just epic. Oh, let me show you. So you've got the stamps, right? The photopolymer stamps, the set of 21 greetings. And then you're going to get these dies that you're going to use year round. I promise you. These are amazing dies. And I love that they have the little hole punched in them already when you cut them out so that you can make it a tag, an embellishment for the front of your cards. It can be, oh my goodness, journaling for your scrapbook pages. Cut this out of white and you've got a spot where you can write on. Like, there's so many uses for these amazing dies, and they're like the perfect size. They have stitching going all the way around, and you get a set of 9 of these. So you might as well save 10% and add the bundle to your order so that you get all these amazing greetings. Okay, so the one that I'm going to send you, because remember, when I do my feature of the week, which is More Than Autumn, you're required to have the bundle to be able to do your projects. So make sure you have this bundle. When you get your kits, you're going to need it, and you're going to need your own ink pads as well. But I don't ever require you to buy 2 bundles in a week, right? That's a lot. So I send you any extra dies that I pull in. So I'm going to send you this one cut out of basic white cardstock. So I just wanted to cover that in case you were wondering. Okay, so this is the die that this extra die that I'll be sending you. So let's put all of this off to the side and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, we have a very specific way to cut this. And actually what I'm going to do, because I'm using that die from the Greetings of the Season, I'm actually going to have this cut for you as well. Oh, where did I put my dies? Okay, let's see. Okay, so what I'll do, my helpers and we will have this part done for you. So this piece of paper, I'm going to add glue to it, and I'm going to put it on the front of the card. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and add our glue to here, and we're going to put this on the front of this card base, I should say. And then we're going to bring in the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the mega guy, and I'm going to position this die right on the front here. I'm going to try and center it best I can. I'm going to use my Post-it tape. Love my Post-it tape. I'm going to put one up at the top, one at the bottom. That should be good. And I'm going to run this through, and the machine, the die, they're strong enough to cut through 2 layers, right? So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to run this through my big guy. Here's my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And here we go. So we're going to put this on here and grab my top clear plate. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. So good to see you all. No, Marie, no, Christine and I don't do the weekly bundles together. That's just offered to Canadians through me. But thank you for asking. That's a really good question. So if you're in the US and you're looking for an awesome demonstrator, my friend Christine Bertram does awesome classes. You want to check her out over at Cards by Christine, and she will definitely help you out. Okay, so here we go. We are going to gently peel this off, okay? So now we have our card front looking like this, and you're probably thinking, wow, okay, you made a big hole. Now what? Right, now what? So let's go ahead and... yeah, no, for my US viewers, it would be almost like it's a lot of work to do these card weekly features, and Christine has a lot of card classes on her own plate, and I have my own as well. So yeah, no, Marie, we just do, this is just something offered to my Canadians. What is the code for, okay, let's see. I'm new. What is the code at the top of your workshop? This is if you live in Canada and you place an order with me. When you go to check out, you'll see a little shopping cart on the website. At the bottom of that little shopping cart, you'll see a tiny little line that says add host code. This is where you put this code, and that code is linked to me, okay? And I will get an email notification that you've placed an order in my online store and you've used this code. That tells me that you want these card kits for this week. I generate a new code every week. This one's good until Sunday for my Canadian viewers, so that's what that's all about. So I hope that answers your question. It's a minimum $60 before your shipping and tax, okay? So you do have to place a retail order of $60 to be able to qualify for these card kits. And the reason for that is because that allows me to get the cardstock, the designer series paper, the envelopes, pay for the shipping. It allows me to be able to fund these free card kits for you. But it's my gift to you for choosing me as your demonstrator, because I appreciate you so much. All right, so I hope that's clear. Okay, let me put my die back. Okay, so now you're going to get this card base looking like this. And then what we're going to do, we do have to do the inside next, okay? Because this is going to be underneath the folding mechanism, and this will make sense in a second. But you want to do your inside white piece. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to do some stamping on here. So we are going to stamp. Let me bring in my sample now. This is a good time to show you what this is going to look like. So here's what I'm making today. We're using the, if you're new and you're not familiar with my bundle of the week is More Than Autumn. Okay, so we have the stamps and the dies. You save 10% when you buy them together using this host code, or using, sorry, the item code for the bundle. It is 164076. The price is $65.50, but that is a 10% off price. So these bundles are 10% off when they're first introduced by Stampin' Up. So that's why I'm featuring this one. It's in the mini catalog, the September to December mini catalog. So you want to grab this bundle while it's available. It is going to make you so happy to have all of these stamps and dies and all the different combinations. I think I could stamp with this one for months and months and never have two cards be the same. So today I'm making my fun fold, and it's going to be like this. So when you open it, it's going to pop up like that and reveal the inside. Now when I made this sample, I put my greeting a little too low. So my tag is covering it up a little bit, but we're going to fix that on your sample that I'm going to make with you today. So this is very important that you put this part down a bit lower. Okay, so nothing is better than, and I'm going to say hot cocoa, and then maybe, except maybe you, right? So we're going to make a little cup. And can you see I add a little bit of shimmer from the Wink Castella to those marshmallows, and we've got a gingerbread on our coffee cup sleeve. I'm going to share my little tips and tricks with this one. And then it closes up flat like that, and it will fit in an envelope. Isn't that fun? And I'm also going to do a little bit of something different on the inside as well. So with your kit, you're going to have your card base looking like this. You're going to have your basic white piece like this. I'm also going to give you a piece of that extra designer series paper that I trimmed off when I cut this down, because this paper comes 6 by 6. So you're going to have extras when you trim it down to 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to put this piece down at the bottom and make the inside match the front, because you guys know, if you watch me regularly, you know I do like to decorate the inside of my cards to match the front. It just makes it all flow so nicely. Okay, so this is going down here. Ooh, and I did something that I don't normally do. I don't normally put that down until I do my stamping, because if I make a mistake, I can flip over my paper. But fingers crossed, I'm not going to make mistakes today. So let's see. So the inside of my card is going to say, I want to say nothing's better than hot cocoa. So let's grab the hot cocoa stamp, and I'm going to stamp with pecan pie. So here's my pecan pie ink pad. All right, so then we'll go tap, tap, tap. Now I want to bring this down low down here. I'm going to bring it down quite a bit lower, right there, okay? And then I'm going to bring in my cherry cobbler. And I really like that little phrase that says, except maybe you. So I'm going to stamp that on the bottom. So let's grab my block. I've got it on here. Make sure I don't stamp it upside down. I've done that before. I'm going to put that right there. Tap straight down and straight up with no rocking, okay? And then that little gingerbread. Let me bring the stamp set in to show you. There's a lot of little stamps that you can use on your cards and scrapbook pages here. There's a little gingerbread, there's a heart, Such gorgeous little stamps, as well as the greetings. They've really, really knocked it out of the park with this bundle. So let's grab the gingerbread and the gingerbread man, and we're gonna stamp him right there. And let's add a little color to him, because, you know, who wants a white gingerbread man, right? So we're gonna just bring in some crumb cake and give him a little pop of color right there. There we go. There is a die for the gingerbread man too. You can also use the die and cut it out. Okay, so let's grab my glue, and we're gonna put this down on the inside. So add a little bit of glue, tiny amount of glue. You could hardly even see it. I'm adding such little glue, but this glue, it'll stick. It's gonna be just fine. Okay, so this is gonna go on the inside of the card, okay? So here we go. We're gonna pop this down here, like so. There we go. And now we get to do the pop-up part, the part that is going to go right here in the center of my card that's going to allow that to pop up when I open it. So that's where you're going to bring in this cherry cobbler piece here. So I'm going to fold it in half, okay? But I'll hold it close so you can see. We've got a top square, a rectangle, and we've got a bottom rectangle. So the first thing we want to do is just kind of eyeball where we're going to put this. So I'm laying it onto my cardstock base here, my card base, and I'm going to position it in the center. So I'm looking on both sides, making sure I have equal amounts of white. And then I'm just going to bring in a little pencil, and I'm going to make a mark. You're not going to see this because I'm going to cover it up, but I'm just going to make 2 little marks so that when I get my glue on there, I'll know where I'm going to line it up. Okay, so a little bit of pre-measuring, if you will. So we're going to add a little bit of liquid glue to the back panel. Okay, so we're going to do that, and we're just going to lay that down on my little pencil marks. Now make sure when you do this part that you're not covering up the score line. We're just going up to the score line, but not on top of it. We don't want to make it any bulkier than it already is in the middle. So then we're going to fold this in half, easy peasy, and then we just simply apply glue on the top portion. And then what we're going to do is we're going to close this down. Okay, so then if you're using liquid glue, give it a few seconds to adhere. You can also use tear and tape. That's a really good strong adhesive and good one for this kind of a project. Okay, so then when I open this, I'm going to show you from the side profile what happens. You can see what happens. I've got my square there. That's going to give me that nice little pop-up, right? So there's why I needed to put the white part down underneath it first so that I could apply this over top. So just giving you some reasoning so that you can, when you go to make your card, it'll all make sense. All right, so you can see I'm not real lined up perfectly in this opening, but that's okay because we're not going to see that. All right, so now, do you remember the little tiny flap that I did? This one here, the 1 by 2, and it's scored in half. We're going to add some glue to the back of that, like this, and we're going to anchor that down onto here. So we're going to put that right in the middle of that score line. I'll hold this up close so you can see. So we're going to put it like right there. So hopefully you can see this. Maybe if you're watching the replay and you've got your kits at home, you're going to be pausing and like looking at where I'm putting this. So right up to that score line, and then this flap here, fold it down, and you're going to add a little bit of glue to it. I can go ahead and add that glue and set it aside. It's okay if your glue partially dries. In fact, I prefer that because then it's not so messy. So now what we want to do is we're going to bring that white piece in that's going to be in your kit. We're going to stamp the front greeting, which is nothing's better than, on the bottom. Okay, so I've got my stamp. I'm going to stamp with Memento on that one. And then we'll be ready to go to put this together. I do have a little bit of die cutting. I'm going to show you what to do so that you'll know what to do when you get these kits at home. So nothing's better than stamping on the bottom, straight down, straight up. Okay. Now we want to bring in our scraps. Okay, so I'll put this off to the side and we'll bring in our scrap pieces. So we have our Mossy Meadow scrap, we have our basic white scrap, and we've got cherry cobbler. Okay. I'm a big fan when it's a photopolymer stamp set. I like to do die cutting first. It's just a preference. You can stamp and then die cut, but in this case, I would have to go crank through my machine twice. And I prefer to stamp and put stuff together than sit there and crank through the machine. So I like to give you some tips to save you some time and some cranking muscles. So let's grab our coffee cup die. And we're actually going to put the mossy meadow on top of the white, and we're going to cut through 2 pieces at once because this die has cutting edges all around, just the edges. There's no real details. I would never want to grab one of these words and try to cut through 2 pieces. Don't do that. That is really hard to cut through. That's a lot of detailed cutting. But if something is a big shape like that, you can get through 2 pieces, okay? The cherry cobbler piece, that's for your little heart down here, okay? Little heart. Oh, and I also need, let's see, we need a little tiny piece of white, so that'll be in your kit as well. Let me grab a piece of white. This is for the marshmallows. I forgot to cut that for myself. So in your kit, you're going to have also a little piece of white with the corner snipped off, just so you know that you have to do something with it, right? So we're going to cut out the marshmallow die. Ooh, okay, so there we go. That's all the die cutting that we need. So we're going to just grab my mini boss, which I've got here on the corner of my desk. And often this is exactly where I keep it, on the corner of my desk, because I use it a lot. We're going to take our dies and put them onto the platform with cherry cobbler for the heart. We're going to do the marshmallow die right there. And I keep little pieces of tear and tape. Let me move up here so you can see. I keep them on my handle so that they're easy access. So I put that on top. That's just going to make sure that my die does not move. So this is Post-it tape. You can get yours on Amazon. Love, love, love my Post-it tape. It is my friend in my craft room. It helps me to keep those dies where they need to be. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. And as I mentioned before, the rollers for this machine are sitting right underneath the handle. The rollers like it when the dies hit it on an angle. So for this coffee cup, this straight edge, it'll probably work, but I want to make it as easy as possible. So I'm just going to tilt this so that the corner of my coffee cup is going to go into the rollers first. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's physics or what it is, but it cuts easier if it gets it on a corner. Okay, so that's why I'm doing that. And then I'm just going to put my top plate on, and then we are going to go ahead and roll it through. So once the wheels catch those plates, you can go ahead and move your hand to the top of your cutting machine and finish off your cutting. Alrighty, let's see what we've got here. We've got 2 cups. See how easy that cut through? 2 cups. And let's see. So we've got a mossy meadow cup, and we've got a white cup. We've got our marshmallow die right there, die cut. We've got a heart underneath here, a cherry cobbler heart. Okay, so let's put that die back. Make sure you put your dies back wherever you're storing them, because you don't want to lose them. It's really sad when you lose a die. All right, so they're back where they need to be. I've got my die cuts here. What are we going to do with these die cuts? We're going to stamp on them. So I've got my coffee cup on my block. I've got my marshmallows on my block. And that's it. We're not going to stamp anything on the heart. We're just going to leave it as cherry cobbler. I got some tips for you when you go to stamp this. So sometimes, you see me, I lay it on my silicone mat and I try to hover over top and line it up. You can do it that way, but today I want to show you a different way. So let's put all this on the silicone mat so you can see it, hopefully. So what I was talking about is I would, like for the marshmallows, I would ink up, and then I use the silicone mat as a background. It helps my eyes see where I'm stamping. But sometimes with little dies, that can be a little bit difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'll share with you a fun tip. Grab a clear block, just an empty one, there's nothing on it, and we're going to grab Memento. We're going to ink up our marshmallows, and then we're going to turn the stamp upside down so that the stamps are pointing up. We're going to take the die and we're going to lay it down very gently. This is important, just be gentle, let that sit on top. Then take your block and just add even pressure over top. You see how I'm just pressing down on that? That's going to press it onto the stamp, and then when we lift it up, we will have our image. Okay, so then we can also do that with the coffee cups as well. The coffee cups it's a bigger stamp, so you know you can stamp over top, but if you like this method, you can practice and you do the same thing. Put your die cut on top, take a block and press down evenly. Okay, so there's my Mossy Meadow cup. Now let's do the same. We'll re-ink that. Tap, tap, tap. And then we'll go ahead and put this cup down over top. Very gently. You don't want to shimmy it or shake it, right? You just want to be very gentle, and then just do even pressure with another block. You can press with your fingers, but I haven't had good success with that because sometimes I press over in the corner or this corner or that corner, and I don't know, it just doesn't stamp evenly. But this block allows you to get an even coverage. Okay, so there's our two coffee cups. We have when you're probably wondering why you have a white and a Mossy Meadow. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back that gingerbread man. We're going to stamp the gingerbread man on the inside of this cup. Now you could put the gingerbread man on a scrap piece of white and use the die and cut it out. You're going to have the dies, so it's totally up to you what you want to do there. I'm just stamping that on there. And then we're going to bring in some blends. So for my gingerbread man, I'm going to do crumb cake. For the coffee cup sleeve, I'm going to do cherry cobbler. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to grab my cherry cobbler, and we're just going to use the fine tip of the blend and come in here and add some color to this coffee cup cozy. So it's going to be a gingerbread man sitting, he's on his coffee cup cozy, which is going to be cherry cobbler. So I'm kind of pulling in the colors from the designer series paper. I'm always inspired by the colors that Stampin' Up! Puts in the papers. So use those colors. If you're ever sitting down, you're like, I'm not sure what colors to use. Well, if you start off with designer series paper, then you've got some clues, right? Pull in the colors that the design artists have put in the paper. Okay, so I use my fine tip to get close to that gingerbread man, and then I'm going to use my fuzzy tip. Oh boy, this one's fuzzy too. I've used this a lot. I've used my blend marker a lot to color ribbon embellishments, make my own custom embellishments. I love doing that. You can color twine, you can color ribbon, you can color embellishments, glitter paper, you name it. Okay, so there's my background. So then we'll bring in the crumb cake, and we'll add some crumb cake to our gingerbread man, make him look more realistic. And then we're going to grab my snips, and I'm going to cut out this piece. This is actually a technique called paper piecing. Paper piecing. We're going to piece this onto my Mossy Meadow cup. Okay, so we'll just trim all the way around here and get that nice, cute, cozy. Now these pieces are scrap. We'll throw those out. And now we're just going to glue that on. So easy, right? So just add a little bit of glue to your coffee cup, and then you can lift up your cozy and lay that right on top like that. And my little marshmallows, I have a better one here. That one I didn't do very well. Let's use, this is a better one. I've stamped it better. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom, just the very bottom of those marshmallows. And then I'm going to take the cup and lay it over top, so then you get the, not illusion, but it looks like they're actually sitting down in the cup, right? And then, last but not least, I'm just going to take that little cherry cobbler heart, put that right on top up here. And I'm doing all this on my silicone mat because the silicone mat is resistant to adhesive. And if you have never tried this mat, oh my goodness, you are in for a treat. This mat, no matter how much glue you get on it, when it dries, you can pick it off. Even if you have a hot glue gun. My daughter, when we first got the silicone mat, she was younger, and she loves to do art, and she got my little glue gun. I'm just going to put some Wink of Stella on these marshmallows. She got my glue gun, and she was doing dollops of glue on my silicone mat, like little dots. She was making teardrops. She was making lines and designs, and she was just having so much fun because no matter what she made, when it cooled off, she could pick it up and use it on another project. So it's so fun. All right, so silicone mat, if you don't have one of those, oh my goodness, grab one. You're going to love it. Okay, so let's flip this over and put some dimensionals on the back. So a couple of dimensionals. I'm going to put one up here where those marshmallows are attached to the cup, and then I'll put one down the bottom. And we're going to put this on to our tag. Now this is not a tag, it's my front of my, it's my focal point. That's the word I'm looking for. Focal point of my card. Okay, so there we've got that. And then I was like, okay, what am I going to string through this tag? Well, I was looking through my supplies, and we have a brand new twine package in the mini catalog. And what I've done is I took a Sharpie and I wrote on here, pardon my smudge there, copper clay, garden green, and night of navy. These are the colors that are in here. So garden green, it's not old olive, but boy, it's close. So I'm going to take a piece of this, about 6 inches, and you're going to get this in your kit as well as the embellishments, right? So you're going to get all of these pieces to be able to make this cute little card. So I'm going to take that twine, I'm going to double it up, and then take both ends. We're going to come through the back of this tag together with those ends, and then make a loop. Okay, so I've got the loop here in my right hand. I'm going to reach over the top of the tag and pull through those ends like that. Isn't that fun? And you know, if you have extra twine, you know, you could do this many times. I was happy with the double twine, so we're just going to trim that. I give you enough so that you can actually maneuver it and get it, you know, through the holes and over the top and stuff. Okay, so this is ready to go on my card. So remember my card that I put off to the side, and I had the glue already on my little tab. Let me hold that close so you can see. The glue is already partially dry. See that, how it's partially dried? That is still going to be okay, because once that makes contact with another piece of cardstock, it is going to stick. It is going to stay put. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it back into this hole, if you will, this die cut outline. Now this card can be done with any die cut. So if you have other die cuts at home, maybe you have stylish shapes, or you have stitch rectangles, or any of the bigger ones, the possibilities are endless to make this kind of pop-up card. So you see when it slides up, it reveals the inside verse, and I did it the right height, I guess, right there, so the person receiving it can read the inside, and you still have room to sign. And then when you close it, it pops back down flat. So stinking cute, right? Okay, so now the last thing we need to do is to embellish this card. So the embellishments that I'm bringing in are called faux glass dots. Oh my goodness, these are amazing. I bought a few packages of them because I love them. They look like this in the package, and you're going to get, I also wrote the colors on the front, because when I'm looking for embellishments, I want to know what colors these are, right? So this color is Cajun Craze, Mossy Meadow, Copper Clay, and Wild Wheat, and I've got a little bit of this one. This is an open package, but when you get them, the full package looks like, do I have an opened one here? Let me show you. There's 200 embellishments in here. This is what the full pack looks like. So you're going to go from Cajun Craze, this is the Wild Wheat, Cajun Craze, Wild Wheat, Mossy Meadow, and Copper Clay. So you've got a whole bunch of different sizes and different colors. I love these. These are like one of my favorites from the new catalog. So we're going to use some of the Mossy Meadow ones, because that's the color that's featured in this designer series paper. So I'm going to send you 3 of these in your kit, and you can apply them to your card wherever you like. I'm going to put a big one down here, and then I'm going to grab another one and put up here like that. It's all about the bling, right? And we'll put that one right there. All right, so there we have it. Isn't that a quick and easy card? Let's see. Thank you for explaining my ordering special, Krista. I appreciate that, you guys. You guys are amazing. Okay, here we go. Hello, Shirley from the Crow's Nest Pass. I know exactly where that is. Thank you so much, Marie. Thank you so much. All right, let me do this again. Open up. It slides up to reveal the inside greeting. There's the side profile with that pop-up mechanism. You know, this card is easy. It is easy, it's fun fold, but it still has quite the punch, right? It has quite the impact, if you will. You could make a bunch of those. Thanks for all the love. I see you guys. If you're interested in purchasing the bundle, the greetings of the season bundle, you're going to get the dies that you would need to make this card, right? I'm going to send you one of them to do your card at home, but I really think this is going to be, if you've got Christmas cards on your mind, this is an amazing bundle. So you can add that to your list. It's a minimum $60 order. You get my card kits. If you already own the feature for the week is More Than Autumn, this one right here, right? $65.50. That would also qualify you for my kits in the mail. Okay, let's do a recap. This is my favorite part of the week. Everything's my favorite part of the week, right? Okay, but let me show you what I've been up to this week in case you've missed any of my videos. So on Monday, the Global Design Project Challenge this week, it's a theme challenge, and the theme is Celebrate. So I pulled in the donuts from this set and these dies. You're going to get these dies here as well from me. I'm going to cut these out. Those are from the dies called, I have them here. If you don't have these yet, oh my gosh, you're going to love them. They're called Wanted to Say dies. You get all these dies you see on the screen here. Happy birthday, celebrate, feel better soon, you're too kind, and you get all of these extra dies. So another amazing die set that you need to have in your collection. That's how I cut out the celebrate. And then we did the donuts, and this calls for donuts. And then I left the inside blank because I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but someone suggested a Tim Hortons donut card. A Tim Hortons card would fit perfectly right there, so I love that idea. So that was Monday. Tuesday, we brought in the pumpkin pie, and we are using this pattern here, this one here with the pumpkins, the pumpkin pie image from the set, and all the dies, and except maybe you, right? Nothing's better than pumpkin spice, except maybe you. On Wednesday, we did a pivot to my favorite peppermint, and we got Love You More. I bent the stamp to make it look like that because photopolymer is pliable. You can do that. And then peppermint hot cocoa. And then these peppermint gems, guys, if you missed out on them, this is the second time Stampin' Up! Is going to offer them again on it's expected the week of October 21st. So you can get these, but of course I have some put aside for my customers this week. I will be sending you 3 of those in your kits. That was Wednesday. Thursday was yesterday, and we did a fun fold on a Thursday. We pulled in apple cider. So this calls for apple cider, and again, you're going to get the embossed parts, all of the twine, the embellishments, and I'll give you some scrap so you can cut out the leaf because that leaf is included in the die set. And then today is Friday, and we did this little pop-up card featuring the hot cocoa and the gingerbread man. So you can't catch me on the gingerbread man, right? That song, that phrase is in my head. All right, so there's a look at our amazing week. I had so much fun playing with this bundle. Here, I'll bring it back again in case you need the number. And it is, let me just grab everything here. Okay, so here it is. Here's the bundle. It's called More Than Autumn, 164076. Don't forget, if you're in Canada, to use this code. And I will send you these 5 card kits in the mail, and you're going to be able to make your own cards. You do need your own dies, stamps, and ink. Okay, so you will need to own that bundle. All right, so let's see. Where do I buy my magnetic sheets from? Jody, I buy them from Amazon. Just go on to Amazon and type in magnetic sheets, and there's a ton of them that you can order. Marie says that tag bundle is awesome. Even use it for wine bottle tags as host gifts. Great idea, Marie. Love it. Hello, Annika. Hello. Hi everyone. Hi, Lynette from North Mississippi. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Anita. Hi, Carol Ann. Coming in late? Yep, no worries at all. The replay is here. Alrighty. All right, so you can't wait. Taryn says she can't wait for her bundle to arrive. Hi, Donna. Good morning. Do someone has heard what's in store for the new release of online exclusives? Oh, Marie, I know you had asked that question before, but we don't, I'm just going to flip you around. they haven't told us. As far as I know, I haven't seen anything about dates, and they don't give us demonstrators any like pre-order. So when the new online exclusives, I think it's November, right? I think November is when we're going to get new ones. I'll try and find out that information, but they don't give us a pre-order. So when online exclusives go live, the date, it's live for everyone, right? So super exciting. We do get, I think, a little sneak peek, a little snippet if I recall, but I'll try and find out some more information and get back to you. Thank you so much for all your kind words. Thanks, Kathy. All right. Thanks again. How do you keep my ink pads so clean? They're all inky, even if I don't know. Do you mean like the edges of the ink pads? I use baby wipes to wipe them up. Like this is my pecan pie. If I get ink on the sides, I use a baby wipe and clean it up. But I don't know. I'm not sure what to say about that. You know what I find is my culprit for my fingers? A lot of times I get black ink on my fingers, and I figured out, or I think anyway, the memento pad. So the memento pad is like this, right? The lid goes on, and when you're putting it on, you can actually like hit the edge, and you see the edges of my memento. See the black in there, right there? I think my fingers accidentally touch that when I'm using memento, and then I get black ink on my fingers, and you know where that's going to end up, right? When you get ink on your fingers, it ends up on your white cardstock and not where you want, right? So every now and then I'll take a baby wipe and my finger, and I'll go in around the edges and clean that up. I mean, you could take the lid off your memento and wash it in the sink if you wanted to. That would keep them clean. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, but we got to try, right? We got to try and keep things clean so that we don't get ink where it's not supposed to be. All right, I want to wish you all a great weekend. Thank you for joining me. Some of you have come back every day, and I appreciate that so, so much, you guys. Your support means so much to me. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. I'm happy to help. And I'm going to get caught up on my blog, so I'll keep you posted when this PDF is posted, as well as last week's stuff. I had a crazy week last week getting over my sickness and also preparing for my daughter's birthday, and it was just a gong show. So thank you for your patience with me. Take care, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday for next week's classes. All right, Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. So mark your calendars. That's when I usually go live, unless I post otherwise that something's come up. It's my consistent time. All right. Thanks for all the love, you guys. I appreciate that. Take care. And thanks for all the shares and comments. I appreciate that as well. Take care, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.